It's gonna be a long-ass stream. It's gonna take a while. God help me. Some fucking champion. Some goddamn champion. He didn't have to do this. He did not have to do this. But some fucking champion went out of his way and sent me all of the transparent PNGs of the unusual effects ripped off of backpack.tf with a full list of names, because I sure as shit don't remember all the new ones, and sent them to me, including the summer effects. So thank you, my good man. You saved me literally hours of work. You are awesome. Actual hero. There are 493 unusual effects. Sorry, 491. There are 491 unusual effects. And come Halloween, there's gonna be over 500. Yeah, that also includes taunt effects. There's like 372 hat effects? Like 370 something. Do we need that many? Fuck no, we don't need that many. It's insane that we have as many as we do. It's actually ridiculous that we have this many, and like, a fucking no-brainer would be for Valve to recycle, right, to recycle existing effects, but because that's not how their monetization system works, because they started taking community effects, they can't do that. It's ridiculous. Now that is one thing Counter-Strike gets right, is that Valve makes all the knives and all the finishes for the knives, instead of handing that off to the community. Because if they did that, then each case would have different knives and different finishes, and it'd be a shit show, and they would lose their value, which is exactly what happened with TF2, from which Valve learned their lesson and did not do that with Counter-Strike. So I have to go about this strategically, all right? I'll get back to this in a moment, but I have to go about this strategically. There are so many, and I don't know. I'm gonna split this into two parts. I'll explain in a minute. We'll give it a couple more minutes so I can finish eating my snack here. I'm gonna have to set some ground rules. I'm gonna set some ground rules, and yes, unfortunately, I am also doing taunt effects. Don't worry. A lot of these are gonna go pretty fucking quickly, because they're just terrible, and I will immediately cast them into the void. Cast it into the fire! And get rid of it immediately. How many effects are there excluding recolors? I have no idea. Don't ask me that, I genuinely don't know. So, oh, I got one more bite, and then we can continue. I have too many fucking cans. My trash can is full. I've been lazy, I've not emptied it. Listen, I am the slop god, alright? The reason why I'm doing this is because I am the self-appointed slop god. No one else will do it, but I will. All we have left are the unusual effects. We've done everything else. So we have to do the unusual effects now. That's just the order of operations here. This is just how it goes. And I'm getting my tier list centered here. I think that should be good. I'm not updating the tier list, I'm just leaving it at that. Oh god. Ugh, I need to not eat beer sausages. Insanely salty, but man do they taste good. I feel like it would do the better unusual effects a severe injustice if we went in reverse chronological order. I feel like I have to go in chronological order, starting with the oldest and then going to the newest, otherwise it just wouldn't be right. See, if I could find some way to set my hair on fire for this stream, I would have done it, but there's not really a... Can I center this, please? There we go. There's not really a safe way to do it, so... Not gonna do it. Yeah, I put a question mark on part 1 because depending on the momentum we build, I might be able to get through all of them today, but I might. I'll decide as I go along. We have 2 plans here. I'll get to that in a second. Let me like put on more stream friendly toddler core. You like Nintendo music? You like toddler core? Put on some meme music. That's safe. That is safe. I don't know why I was expecting your hair to be on fire when your camera turned on. I was hoping you had a sick unusual. What would be, if I could make any unusual effect, if I could have one and I could just think it into existence, man, what would it be? What would I want as an unusual effect in Team Fortress 2? Other than nothing, I don't know. Other than nothing. I'm trying to think of a new one here, not one that exists. Like, if I could just create an unusual effect that we don't have yet, what would I do? We have, like, 3 different green fart clouds already. Don't worry, we'll get to those. Yeah, candy corn! Yeah, we need candy corn, we need, what? That is just the Halloween candy. I don't even know what else you would do. Or orbiting crying emojis. You could do that. Or orbiting poopy emojis. Oh, you know we love our emojis here. Oh, we love them. We love them so much. I love the Emoji Movie is my favorite movie. God, I can't... I reminded myself just now that that movie exists. It is insane that that was actually created. What an abomination. You know, the disguise particles make those an unusual effect? I don't think I understand what you're trying to say there. It's a misunderstood masterpiece. It's a well-understood disaster. I think that's what the Emoji Movie is. It's not misunderstood. We know exactly for what it is, and it is raw garbage. It is a festering pile of trash, refuse, litter. And my new video is slow going. I have a commentary coming out on the second channel tomorrow in the format of my mustard cupcakes video. So I talk about various shit in there. So I expand upon that a little bit. Long story short, I've had a lot of real life stuff going on. Got a new job, just trying to figure that out. And I keep finding myself coming across more useful information that I need to like reincorporate back into the quick play casual mode script. And this is going back to why I wasn't really a fan of the hashtag bring back quick play thing and this open letter and what have you. Casual mode's problems are so much more nuanced that a 2-page letter can't really describe what's wrong to the common player. Because most players that are engaging with Team Fortress 2, right? They started playing after Meet Your Match came out. They never experienced quick play. So at a surface level, they don't really know what's wrong. And they won't really know what's wrong until you point it out to them. But even then, that's not going to take care of everyone, right? Most other people will go, well, I don't really care. So long as they get into a server and shoot people, then that's good enough for a lot of players. They don't really pay that close attention to the balancing going on in their typical game, right? They only start paying attention like when the doors slam in their face 30 seconds after getting put into a server, or less than that, right? Which happened to me the other day as I was trying to get footage. Get into it, like, shortening the map vote still didn't fix that problem. Still got put into a server, and 2 seconds later the doors fucking close. So, awesome. Yeah, sure, people stick around, but you still get thrown into a goddamn game right as it ends. That didn't fix that goddamn problem. So stupid. Anyway, casual mode's flaws are far more nuanced and require a lot more discussion than a 2-page open letter can fully illuminate. So that's why I want to make a video, and why I really didn't, like, it's fine, the intentions behind the bring back quick play thing are all well and good. I agree that the game should go back to function more like it did prior to 2016, but the way they're going about it is wrong, and it's not going to resonate with anybody because, unlike the bots, which could be instantly viewed by anyone, not even TF2 players, as an objective problem, like, oh, this game is being filled with bots that cheat and people can't play the game because of it? Oh, wow, yeah, that is something that a developer should address. A troglodyte could understand that. But then when it comes to TF2's more specific problems, you have to actually play the game and have a better understanding of the game to really know what's wrong. So it's only going to appeal to people that actually play the game and not outside of that sphere. So you can't really try to organize this into a movement. You can't really organize this into a hashtag because the amount of people that are going to get behind it is a mere fraction than what could get behind something like Fix TF2 or Save TF2, because again, that can appeal to a lot more people outside of the TF2 sphere. So posing it as a movement or a hashtag is just, it's just wrong. It really is just wrong. Guys, every time you ask me to start, I'm gonna delay the tier list. Let's just clarify. Every time you ask me to start, I'm just gonna delay the tier list more. I want to talk for a minute, then we can get going. We got all fucking day. We got all fucking day. All right? Chill the fuck out. Where was I before I was so rudely interrupted by an impatient child? Let me think here. What was I saying? Yes. So, not a fan of that movement thing. And just to give you guys an example, of something that a 2-page letter can't fully describe. So, you ever wonder why you're playing, you ever wonder why you're playing TF2 and the teams get unbalanced, and not like 1 or 2 players missing from one team, but like 5 or 6, and they just stay that way for like 30 seconds or a minute and auto balance doesn't kick on? You want to know why that happens? So now that we have the SDK, we can actually look into the game and see how things function. The reason why it does that is because auto balance and the game coordinator literally cannot be on at the same time. Because the game coordinator cannot put players into a slot that's about to be claimed by auto balance. These two things cannot coexist at the same time. So one has to turn off before the other can turn on. And so what does that do? That does nothing but prolong misbalances. So what happens in game, when people leave, the game coordinator is given a certain amount of time to start looking for more players. And then if it can't find any, then auto balance turns on and fixes the misbalance, right? But because you have all this downtime, then more people start leaving on the losing team, more players might start trickling in, but then you have to wait for them to load in, which just feeds into the snowball, which just feeds into the stomp, and then in a few minutes the game is fucking over. That's not something you can describe in a 2-page letter. That's not something you can just throw out there in like 2 words and a hashtag and go, hey, you know, this is a problem. No, it requires a lot more nuanced conversation and discussion in order to fully elaborate as to why things are broken. No, the system is not only idiotic, but just like, like, the SDK is public. You can go look at this. Just like, go look inside of it yourself. You can see how much of a fucking mess it is. Like, I'm a coder. I was looking at it, like Lister pointed me in the direction of these things. I went and looked at it myself. It's like a fucking shit show. It's a nightmare in that fucking code. And then you go look at how the game coordinator functions, you can so easily tell that it was, hold on, I have to find this screenshot. Give me like 1 second. This is important for people to see, I think. Because this just highlights how miserably rushed casual mode was. Like, where is this comment? Because this is just, this perfectly encapsulates why this is so fucking broken. I love this comment in the SDK. Hide the class selection panel. It sorts weird with the doors. We don't have time to figure out why. So like, and there's more than one comment like this. It's like they were rushing this out because they were trying to get the game out to compete with Overwatch in 2016. It's like, we don't have time to figure out why things are broken. We just have to slap a band-aid on this and push it out. Like obviously, right? Like, so, like, super fucking obviously for anyone that was around back then and experienced the competitive mode betas and the shit show that was, and how Valve was practically not really changing anything about it other than the most severe game-breaking bugs. You can tell that they weren't really doing that much work on it, and they were just frantically trying to get it done just so they could push it out and have it compete with Overwatch, man. Again, shit like that, you can't really condense into a 2-page letter and convince people like, hey, this system is really heavily and fundamentally flawed. Maybe Valve should take a more serious look at it in order to improve the gameplay, so yeah. Anyway, that's why the video is taking so long, is because I keep needing to go back and explain new things and tweak the wording on things, and it's the same shit that happened with my Meet Your Match video. As I was going through it, it gets worse. it gets worse. Like, so the reason why Valve can't just turn auto balance back on is for the same problem I just described a moment ago. The game coordinator and auto balance and team scrambles cannot be turned on at the same time. Again, because auto balance and team scrambles cannot move players over into a slot that is about to be reserved by the game coordinator. These two things cannot be turned on simultaneously. So, game coordinator has to turn off before auto balance turns on. It's a shit show. It's like, it's not just a toggle. It's like, okay, I mean, they could just toggle it, but it's gonna fight the matchmaking system just like auto balance does, and not work half the time, and not prevent a steamroll. Because here's this too. I'm not 100% certain on this, but to an extent, basically, if you have anyone loading into your game, like if you see the green text of player connecting or player has lost connection, auto balance will not turn on. But I've seen a few instances where it does, so there's like a certain condition that has to be met in order for it to turn on if someone is connecting into the game. It's really fucking weird. No, yes, after a server resets, players do get scrambled for some fucking reason. They're not kept on the same team. It's just... So my suspicion is that a player has to... So, like, the entire connection process, right? Like, the entire connection process, I suspect that a player has to actually, like, finish connecting to a certain extent, like, some part in the process. I'm not, like, intimate with this. But, like, some part of the connection process has to be reached in order for the game coordinator to be able to, like, turn off and establish that player as connected, and then auto balance can turn on. It's again, it's a fucking nightmare, and I'm still kind of dissecting this to really see what's going on. So, long story short, the matchmaking system is held together by duct tape and prayer, and it's amazing that it has not catastrophically failed since Valve turned it on. There you go. Yeah, God help this game. Anyways, I'm gonna expand upon that a little bit more in the commentary I'm gonna upload here on the second channel tomorrow. It's done. I just need to render it and then upload it, so it should be live tomorrow. Anyway, welcome to the Unusual Effects tier list. Thank you for joining. You are all lovely people. Let's get ready to fucking suffer, because there's a lot of unusual effects to get through. God help me. So, the way this is gonna work, I'm gonna record this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna re-upload this as a separate VOD. I think I will. The way this is gonna work is because we have so many. I think I might do a cutoff of like pre-2016 and post-2016 unusual effects. So keeping two separate tier lists as their own self-contained things. Because if we compare a whole bunch of older effects to a lot of newer effects, there are going to be so many shoved at the bottom towards the lower tiers that it's going to be so bottom heavy. I mean, it's going to look like the, I don't know, the character from goddamn Legend of Zelda. What's her name? Midna, right? It's going to look like her. That's what the tier list is going to look like. So I think I might once I get to 2016, then I might cut it off and then start a new tier list for the rest of them. Again, because you can't really compare gems like OG effects to a lot of the garbage we've received in more recent years, so yeah. I think I might do that. I'm gonna see how full the tier list gets as we move along, so yeah. And we're gonna go in chronological order. We're gonna go from oldest to newest. That's how it's gonna go. And I'm not gonna incorporate like unused, and any effect that's unused, I'm not putting it in the list. There's only effects that you can own and use, alright? That's the plan. Oops, shit, what have I done? Hit the wrong tool, and I revealed one of my gag tiers. No, it's over. Ah! There we go, I had the wrong tool selected. Pointer, also layers. I need to make sure I'm on the right layer. I am now. Fantastic. Let's begin with the OGs, the classic, probably just some of the best effects in the game, Generation 1. We have green confetti and purple confetti. Personally, never really been a huge fan of these. They're okay. I don't know. They're just okay. Visually, they're not too off-putting. They're simple enough. I don't know. I can't put them in B. I think they're comfortably in the middle of C. Maybe a little bit on like the lower side of C. This isn't like middle C tier. I think comfortably somewhere in C tier. Yeah, there you go. Haunted Ghosts is okay. Also not a huge fan of this one. It looks better in game than what it does here. But it's serviceable. I would say high C or low B tier. I think it's like here or here for Haunted Ghosts. For now, we'll put it in low B tier. I like this one. Yeah, I think low B tier is acceptable. Okay, and then the classics, Green Energy and Purple Energy. I fucking love these. I love the combination of both of these into White Energy. Hold on, let me bring this over, sorry. I love the combination of these into into White Energy. These are just some of the best effects in the game. I'm gonna put these like middle of A tier because these are both just really, really good. Simple goes a long way. Green better than purple? No, I disagree. I think purple is better than green, mainly because green just doesn't. I know unusual effects are supposed to stick out. I understand that. That's the whole point. But green just looks really out of place in TF2. Anything that's more of in like the warm colors area tends to look a lot better. So I vote purple being better than green. That's just me. Circling TF logo is it's quintessential middle of C tier. This one it's a circling TF logo. It's middle of C tier. It's not bad. It's not great, not terrible. It's just it's a classic effect. It's serviceable. It's serviceable. Masked Flies, you know what? People think this is a garbage effect, but I'm putting it in B. I love, like, okay, you have to also think about this from the perspective of the unusual effects we get now. So many unusual effects we get now are so overbaked and so just insanely gaudy and crazy. I'm a big fan of the simpler effects. And looking back on Masked Flies and Nuts and Bolts, I have a much greater appreciation for them now than I did many years ago. Not to mention, the meme factor with Masked Flies on any spy hat is so good. So I think I'm gonna have to rate this one pretty highly. I'm gonna put it in B. Yeah, shit tier effects from 15 years ago are S tier today. Yeah, true. Speaking of god tiers, Burning Flames. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I really don't. This is my favorite effect in the game, next to another one we'll get back to in a moment. Burning Flames is just... It's straight into the highest tier. It really is. I know people are gonna get mad. I guaranteed at least 2 or 3 comments are gonna say this. Oh, Zesty only likes this because it's old. It's only cause it's old that he likes it and he's just preconditioned to not like new things. It's just a good looking effect, sorry. It's just a good looking effect. It looks so much better than all the shit we get these days, man. It's just really good. One that's not really good. I have never liked Scorching Flames. I'm sorry. I'll put it above Flies, but I've really never liked Scorching Flames. Just green fire doesn't look that good in TF2. And green also just looks out of place. I like Haunted Ghosts more because it leans more so into the muted greens and it's not super saturated. The Scorching Flames is just... green energy looks better. I'm putting it in upper B. It's just... I'm not wild about it. I'm really not. Oof, okay, the plasmas. I'm sorry. Searing Plasma is pretty shit. I'm sorry. It's... the main problem with Searing Plasma is you can't see it. You just can't see this effect in-game in most areas. Like, if there's any amount of lighting anywhere, this effect is basically invisible. Also, the colors don't look that good. The green and the purple, it's not that great. Vivid Plasma, however, you can actually see... you know what? I almost never see this effect anymore. I cannot remember the last time I've seen Vivid Plasma. It's been far too long. So I'm gonna squeeze you probably in low A tier. No, maybe not low A tier. We'll be more reserved with our A tiers. But we'll say around upper B tier. I like Vivid Plasma. I can't recall the last time I've seen any of the plasmas. No, they're not hard to unbox because, correct me if I'm wrong, all of the cases, all of them, once an update is over, default back to Gen 1, 2, and 3, but also the effects that shipped with that specific case's update. So you can still go back and unbox old cases and get, new old cases and get Gen 1, 3 effects. Pretty sure it's how it works. Correct me if I'm wrong. So hypothetically, it shouldn't be that hard to get these older effects like Searing Plasma and Vivid Plasma. The problem is that no one has any incentive to open cases outside of update season because you're only updating cases during update season because you want the new effects on all of these hats, right? So, that is why. Sunbeams. Best effect in the game. I don't care. This is the best one, and nothing else comes close. Sunbeams is king. It will always be king. And that's it. There's nothing else needs to be said in regards to Sunbeams. You're right. It is clean. It is so good. Oh. It is fantastic. Music sounds like a memorial. It is in a way a memorial of the bygone era when effects weren't so, shit. Circling peace sign, it's in the territory of TF logo. It's middle of C tier. Not great, not terrible, just serviceable as an unusual effect. It's okay. Honestly, same for Circling Heart. Yes, I know, it is the original. It is the quintessential E-girl effect for your medic girlfriend. I understand that, but still not that great of effect. There's a better one we'll get back to in a moment. I'm gonna put you in, like, high C tier. Just not the biggest fan of circling PNGs. Really not a fan of circling PNGs. And that's Gen 1. And that's Gen 1. Now we're moving on to Gen 2. Gen 2. So, Stormy Storm. And we'll do Blizzardy Storm at the same time. Some people love them, some people hate them. These are very, very hat specific. I think Blizzardy Storm is markedly better. I'm gonna put Blizzardy in upper C tier territory. Stormy Storm, I'm not too crazy about. I'm going to put you in lower C tier. Blizzardy Storm is, in my opinion, a lot better. It's more muted. The animation effect is slower, so it's not so crazy gaudy. So, do you think Blizzardy in B tier? Nah, I don't think so. I'm gonna keep it in C tier. I'm not gonna bump it to B. Oh yeah, I need to hold on. Let me can I do something about this? Let me zoom this out a little bit more. I think I can afford to do that now that I've revealed my hand of my upper tier, so we can avoid this thing getting cropped. All right, that's better. That is better. Anyway, nuts and bolts, same argument for masked flies. Going back to the simple hats, simple effects. Really, this one really is just good on engineer, let's be real. So I have to rate it a little bit lower than masked flies, but it's still a good effect. I really do miss the days. I miss the days when you had the simplicity of opening a nuts and bolts engineer hat, and that just used to be the shit. That used to be the shit. People would get really excited and hyped up about it. Unusual effects used to be special because we had fewer of them and also fewer hats to go with them. So just, I really do miss those days. I really do. Yeah, there's some soul when it comes to that. There's some soul when it comes to that. I learned a fun fact, by the way. The same kingly gentleman that got all these PNGs for me, along with the list of names, told me a fun fact. The first ever unusual unbox was a circling TF logo Stout Shaco. That was the first unusual ever unboxed. That's soul. I'm sorry. That's a soul unusual. Orbiting planets. Not a fan. Just ugly and small, not super noticeable. I'm putting it in D. Sorry. Orbiting planets in D. You could twist my arm to say it's good because you can mix and match it with other space effects, which we'll get to later, but I'm putting it somewhere in the middle of D tier. It's not that great. Same for orbiting fire. I'm not a wild fan. Like, if an effect is gonna be orbiting, the rotation speed needs to be markedly higher. This one is just too slow. I'm gonna put this one in D tier too. It's not that great. I really miss when TF2 had a mix of realism, impressionism, and 60s comic spy art rather than the community-imposed full-on cartoon fork knife direction. Yeah, back when the game was tasteful. And when cosmetics used to be tasteful for people with good taste. That was in alignment with the game's tones, themes, and stylization, but now you just have Star Wars and Batman and Disco Elysium in TF2. Awesome. That's what the game has become. Fantastic. Bubbling. Controversial. I like bubbling. This is another effect that I've not seen ghosts. I've not seen a lot of these effects in many years. I say bubbling is low B tier. I like bubbling. Very much so. I'm big on it. I like the simplicity of it. I like that it's not super gaudy. It's a more subtle effect. I like the animation on it. It's pretty good. I'm a fan of it. High C tier? Okay, you know what? I concede that much because we're going to get to another one in a minute. I concede that much. Smoking and steaming. These are just worse versions of Blizzardy Storm and Stormy Storm. I'm going to shove both of these in like upper D tier. These just really aren't that great. I mean, you could get one of them on a pyro hat and go, oh, it's like smoke on the pyro. Fine, but they're really not that great. They're really not. I mean, I think you can see them pretty well in game, but they're just not that good looking. Fun fact, my first ever unusual that I purchased, I bought it for 11 keys. It was a smoking Medics mountain cap. That was the first unusual I ever owned in Team Fortress 2 in... Oh my god, when did I buy that? Jesus. 2014, I think, was when I got my first unusual. I think it was 2014. Okay, this is what I did. I remember. I played Man vs. Machine. I got a professional killstreak Black Rose Kit Fabricator back when those things used to be way more expensive. I sold that for 11 keys on TF2 Outpost. I took those keys and then bought a steaming Medic's Mountain Cap. I'm stunned that I remember that exact sequence of events that led me to that first unusual. Good times. Really good times. I know. Thanks, Geel, for killing all trading competition. Appreciate that, buddy. You suck. Okay, now we're on to the first generation of Halloween effects. Halloween 2011, of which there was a modest 4 unusual effects. No, not Jill, Geel. If you don't know, it's a whole story for another day. Yeah, there was a modest 4 for the original Halloween effects, man. So we have Flaming Lantern, which is, if Orbiting Fire had the same rotation speed as Flaming Lantern, it would be a lot better, but it doesn't. So it stays in D. I'm gonna put this in like C, B territory. I think kind of as put in like upper C. It's okay. Geel was the former owner of Marketplace Backpack, the .tf conglomerate, and in the early days, he bought up, I believe, more than one trading website and basically killed it in order to remove competition, and TF2 Outpost being one of them. So, some ancient lore for the TF2 sphere. This is over 10 years ago when all this stuff was happening. Cloudy Moon. The original God tier Halloween effect. Honestly, just a really good effect. I'm gonna smack it middle of A tier. I'm gonna smack it middle of A tier. It's just good. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's not S, but it's definitely A tier territory for just a really good looking effect. And the reason why I like it so much is, again, it's not this hyper gaudy fluorescent mess like the effects we get now. This is just more reserved. Black cloud, simple moon, looks good. That's all you need. Okay, so here's why I bumped bubbling to C, because Cauldron Bubbles, I like it a lot more, just because it's a little bit more visible. I like this old effect. I really want a hat with this effect, because personally, I like it a lot. It's so hard to hunt down a decent hat with this effect that's not being sold for a ridiculous amount. Like, let me just go to backpack.tf and see what these idiots are trying to sell this for now. Like, minimum 100 keys, I guarantee you, for any hat with Cauldron Bubbles on it. Let's find out real quick. Pricing, let's browse by effects. Website is chugging. It is chugging. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Load up that page. Come on now. Get on that page where I can see those unusual effects. Come on, give me that. I want to see those prices. Come on. I believe in you. What the fuck? What are you, piece of shit website? Load! It's just not loading. Fuck it. It's not that important. It's not that important. Either way, I'd like a Cauldron Bubbles effect at some point, but just can't. You have to shell out a small fortune if you want to get one. Orbiting Eerie Fire is just worse than Orbiting Fire. Here somewhere. It's so dark you can't even see it. So it's pretty shit. Okay, now we immediately jump to Halloween 2012 because these were before Gen 3. So, first up, Knife Storm. Insanely rare effect, insanely expensive. It's a little bit much. Personally, the knives and the blood and the cloud, it just makes it a little bit too busy. I've never really been a huge fan of this one. And there we go. That's why it would not load, because Brave always crashes whenever I decide to stream. I'm gonna put this one in B tier. Compared to other Halloween effects that we're gonna see, I really don't think this one's all that. It's too much. It's got too much going on. And then on the flip side to that, we have Misty Skull, which has too little going on. It doesn't strike a good balance. It quite literally is just a floating PNG with a very faint fog. It's like, I'm gonna put it kind of low C tier. I'm not huge on it. Okay, then we have Harvest Moon, which is just a green cloudy moon. I'm gonna put it right next to normal cloudy moon, because both of these are just, these are the OG god tiers. Both of these look fucking fantastic. I can't rate one below or above the other. Both of these, like, this is the right balance to strike. It's great how they figured it out so early on, and then that was it. Nothing else came from that. Okay, so now we have, I don't remember the name of this one. Secret to Everybody, and also Stormy 13th Hour. Stormy 13th Hour is probably the king from the 2012 effects. I'm gonna bump it a little bit above Cloudy Moon and Harvest Moon, but I'm gonna keep It's a Secret to Me, Everybody, rather. I'm gonna bump it around here, I think. Just below the moons. Stormy 13th Hour, just above the moons. I think that is decent. Yeah, I like Stormy 13th Hour. It's pretty kick-ass. And like this effect is also, all these effects are insanely expensive, but like especially this one, good fucking luck getting any hat with these effects on it, man. Like, good fucking luck. Okay. Fuck you, Brave. I seriously need to find it. I'm using my laptop now, because I guess my memory is getting destroyed by having too many programs running at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open the backpack.tf on my fucking laptop so I can look for the prices. I want to check. Bear with me. I think this is important. No, I guess backpack.tf is just getting DDoSed right now, because their website is just not loading. Yeah, backpack.tf is just down. So, nothing to be done. Okay, now we are moving on to Generation 3, everyone's favorite. Most of these kind of suck. We have Kilowatt and Terawatt. These are, you know what these remind me of? These remind me of the little confetti filler, the zigzag confetti filler you see in an Easter basket. That's what these remind me of. They're so noisy and busy and fast. I really don't like these. I'm gonna put these in like lower C tier. I'll bump you up a bit, but I'm putting these down here. These are, I think these just suck. They're not very good. Okay, Cloud9. Cloud9 is superior to Circling Heart in every way, shape, and form. Cloud9 is like an upper B tier, maybe even low A. Like, if you want a girlfriend gift, you want a gift for your girlfriend, you wanna have a nice present for your lady, for your medic girlfriend, then this is just the better effect to choose. It is the best pink effect in the game, hands down, and it's just, it is the best. It is a gift for your femboy, if you happen to have one of those. Aces High only looks good on the hat of cards. Other than that very specific combination, I'm not that wild on this effect. It's okay. It's not great. It's not terrible. I'm gonna put it with, I'll put it in this territory with orbiting TF logo, orbiting peace sign. I think that's okay. And then Dead Presidents is just worse. It's below. It's like down here. Fuck you. I'm putting you in D. Sorry, Dead Presidents, we're putting you in D tier. It's just, it's so mediocre. I'm sorry. I don't like it. It is. It's D tier. Kilowatt kind of works if you have Cerebral Discharge. See, like, if you have to combine it with another effect in order for it to be good, like, I'm rating these based on how they stand alone. You know what I mean? If you have to pair it with something else, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's just rated lower. It has to stand on its own and be good on its own. Miami Nights is not bad, actually. This one's pretty decent. I'm gonna put this in B tier. Miami Nights, Miami Nights and also Disco Beatdown are in Haunted Ghost territory. These are just really solid effects. Solid effects, look pretty decent on any hat. They're just good. They're just good. They're not great, but they're just good. Yes. Now it's time for Robotic Boogaloo. Very mixed bag. Phosphorus and Sulphurous. Love Sulphurous, hate Phosphorus. Sulphurous, low A. Phosphorus suffers from the same problem as Scorching Flames. Inferior to the orange variant, not biased because orange is totally not my favorite color. Gonna bump you to like here, middle of B. I like Sulphurous. Sulphurous is probably my second or third favorite effect in the game. I like Sulphurous. We have Overclocked and, Memory Leak and Overclocked. I'm reminded of how bad these are. I'm reminded of how bad these are, man. Oh god, yeah, these are straight to E tier, straight into the dumpster. These are not good. I can't even insult searing plasma like that. They're just awful. Oh my god, it's just squares, and really dull colored squares at that. And then you have, what is it? I always get these mixed up. Overclocked and Electrostatic. These are painfully mediocre. They're just, yeah, man, I don't know. D. They're not horrible, but yeah, I'm putting them in D. They're just, meh. Yeah, that is very true. The Robotic Boogaloo update was the first slop update where you had Valve basically hyping it up to be something a lot bigger than it actually was, and then they just released a new box. What, you don't like new boxes? Like, you don't want unusual effects? So, shit. And then we have Antifreeze and Roboactive. I would like these a lot more if the animation just wasn't, that it didn't look like television static. The animation on these is just so fast. So fast. If it was slower, like if it was more like a lava lamp, I would have liked these more, but the speed at which these animate it's just too much. They're not horrible, but I don't think I can, this is gonna be controversial. I know fucking Trader Maids are gonna seethe about this one, but I'm putting them in C. They're just, I can't even put them above Misty Skull. I'm sorry. They're kind of low C on these. Again, the main thing for me is the animation speed. I really hate the animation speed. The animation speed that they nailed was on Time Warp and Green Black Hole. These are definitely the best effects from the update next to Sulphurous, so I think both of these deserve somewhere in B tier. I think somewhere around here, these are both pretty good. They're tight, they're more contained to the head, the colors are pretty good, they're good. They're good. They're good effects. Put them in B. E for Soundsmith. Listen, I'm not gonna let him ruin a good effect. Not gonna let him. He cannot claim a good effect. He doesn't have ownership over it. Tempted to put my hair up. I think I will. It's kind of warm in here. Daily Dose brought to you by Green Black Hole. I don't think I understand. I noticed during my time playing TF2 certain unusual effects. Yes. Bring Nuts and Bolts down? No. This is my list. The best list. The official list. Like anyone else's opinion is just wrong. It's just wrong. It is. Okay, that takes care of Robotic Boogaloo. Now we are moving into the Kings. The Kings in terms of price. Some of the most, if not the most, expensive effects in the game released in Halloween 2013. Some are good, some are shit, some are mid. Arcana and Spellbound. I know people are gonna be mad, but this is about as good as Halloween effects got. I really love both of these. Spellbound is infinitely better than Arcana. I'm putting it top of A tier. Arcana is also really good, but I'm putting it bottom of A tier. That is my final verdict. That is my final ruling. Anything beyond this, anything beyond Halloween 2013, shit goes downhill. No, right, and that's a very good point. Isn't it interesting how subtle even these effects are compared to the shit we get now? Like, compared to the Halloween shit we were receiving from 2018 through through last year. Compare that to this. Major difference. Let's see, then we have Chiroptera Venenata and Poison Shadows and Something Burning This Way Comes. Not a really big fan of these. Thankfully, the effect is large, so the orbit of the bat doesn't really hurt these too much. Unlike, say, Orbiting Fire or Orbiting Eerie Fire. I don't want to rate any one of these above another, except Something Burning This Way Comes, because orange is just objectively the best color. So, I kind of, where do I want to put these? Where do I want to put you? Where do you go? I think... Okay, I need to do some rearranging here. Bring these up, bring these down, put you there, and put you there. Better. That's a somewhere bottom of A for the bats. Bottom of A for the bats. And then we have Hellfire and Dark Blaze and I'm not gonna look at the list. Can I remember the name of the green one? Demon Flame. I remember them all. The rings, obviously Hellfire being the best one. Hellfire. These also all fit somewhere in A, so we're gonna put Hellfire here. Demon Flame and Dark Blaze are a smidgen below Hellfire. I don't make the rules. Orange is just the best color. I didn't choose this. It's the way God made the light spectrum. So, something like that. Something like that. Yeah. Dusty's a hypocrite. Dusty's a hypocrite. He likes the pretty colors. He likes the unusual effects. He's being a hypocrite. We're basing these solely on how they look. If we're being super clear-cut, straight objective, unusuals should have never been added to Team Fortress 2. If you genuinely care about the art style of the game, these things should have never been added. Just objectively, right? Here we are. 15 years later. 15 years of unusual effects. All we can do is rate them based on how they look. Unusuals were fine when they were rare. Now they're not. Unusuals are just not rare. There are so many and so many effects. It's the nature of unusuals being around for over 15 years. They're not special anymore. Okay, now we go to Halloween 2014, and here's where everything starts going downhill. We're gonna start seeing markedly worse effects than good effects going down in 2014, starting up with everyone's favorite garbage purple sphincter. God, I do not understand why trader mains adore this effect so much. It is so butt fucking ugly. It's a vomiting asshole. It is a vomiting sphincter with purple and green AIDS. It is nasty. It is awful. One of the worst fucking effects in the game. I have a tier for this. I'm putting you in the Reddit tier. Right smack down here. This effect blows. It sucks. It just needs to be removed immediately. Awful. Get out. Terrible. Terrible, terrible effect. Okay, then we have Amaranthin, and I have to look at the names for these because I don't remember. And then Stare from Beyond and The Ooze. These just suck. I'm sorry, they're not very good. C tier? I can agree with that. I'm tempted to put them in D tier, honestly. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm putting these in D tier. I really think these just are not appealing at all. They really suck. All right there you go. Smack in D tier. They do look pretty bad, don't they? Just and then Ghastly Ghosts and Haunted Phantasm. I bought Haunted Phantasm or Ghastly Ghosts? I bought a Sergeant Stahlhelm. Surgeon Stahlhelm with Ghastly Ghosts, I think? I bought that off the community market for like $100 and then immediately flipped it for $300 in like 2015, somewhere around there. Random story. But other than that, these effects just really suck. That they're in the territory of the clouds. They just suck. They do. What do you mean shark? The dude listed it for $100. I bought it for $100. I'm surprised it sold for as much as I sold. No, sorry, I sold for $450. I sold it for $450. I sold it for $450, and it was bought by a collector that only collected Stahlhelms. I remember this. Okay, that takes care of Halloween 2014, and now the switch flips. The switch flips. It's over. End of the line. Aptly put name. End of the line. First update with community-made effects. First update with community-made effects. End of the line. And as far as community effects go, they're actually the best ones they've ever made. So, we have Frostbite, which is a godly effect. I'm putting this one in S tier. I'm sorry. Frostbite is just one of the best effects in the game. Like, smack middle of S. It's really, really, really good. Sorry. Then we have Morning Glory and Death at Dusk. Two more just really, really solid, unusual. They laid on top of each other, I can barely see. These are also both pretty fucking good. I'm gonna put these in B, like upper B, maybe lower A. I think lower A for Morning Glory. And then upper B for Death at Dusk. Very good. And then... just like... looking back on End of the Line, right? Looking back on End of the Line, man. When the update arrived, it really was a massive kick in the dick. It was a massive, massive kick in the dick. Because everyone was expecting so much more. It was blowing up to be a huge deal. But then Valve just gave us a new loot box, and then for some dumb fucking reason, they decided to have a Counter-Strike style operation coin where you collect rubber ducks in the game. What the fuck? Like, as far as updates go, if that came out in the year of our Lord 2025, people would be going fucking berserker. We have the rubber ducky map! It's a rubber duckies! We love it! You know? But in 2014, back when Valve gave a shit, kind of, and back when people had taste, kind of, this was an insult. It was a slap in the face. And everything this effect represents is that slap in the face. So you go in the pits of hell. It was fucking baffling that they did that. Fucking baffling. Alright, now we move on to Invasion. The Invasion update, the lovely shit show that was. Greed taking hold. Nice. So nice. Abduction? If it didn't have the cow and the dust particles, I would like this one a lot more. It's fine. C tier, I guess. And then we have Atomic and Subatomic. These are pretty noisy, and I just don't think they look very good. Like, I know you can't really say, oh, an unusual effect is more fitting of TF2's style, but once we started getting into more of these 3D effects, and effects that kind of went away from being animated 2D things where the orientation changed to, like, make sure it's always facing the way you're looking at it, when we started getting into more of these 3D effects, then shit really started going downhill. And like, if you go back to Nuts and Bolts and Masked Flies, those were about as far as you could have gone with 3D effects before things start looking weird. So this is where it just, I'm not huge on these. D, somewhere around here. Yeah. And then, like, the hat protectors, this is like the first instance of, like, really, like, recolors became the norm. Electric hat protector, magnetic hat protector, and voltaic hat protector? D, I guess. D tier, somewhere around here too. Just they're not very good. They're really not. And the thing is, yeah, these effects were really undesirable when the update came out. And then when you see them in game, they're really thin. They're really thin and they're really flat. So they just don't look that good in the game at all. And then we have the codexes, Galactic Codex and Ancient Codex. These just look like noise. Can you fuck off with this? These are worse and just are, it just looks like noise on your hat. These are low D tier. Both of these are fucking awful. And then, arguably, the best effect was absolutely Nebula. This one is just really fucking good. This is, like, the last of the god tiers that got put in the game before everything started going downhill. And it's such a fucking shame, man. This is when Valve started experimenting with this. This was such a fucking shame that Valve locked all of these effects only to the hats that were inside of the Invasion crate. It's so fucking disappointing. And so the reason why Valve started doing this is because it's a lot easier to distribute revenue that way, where it's like, oh, okay, if we allow for community-made effects to be openable on every single fucking case in the game, then all of the key sale revenue from those other keys is not being given to the people that made the particle effects that are going on those hats. So, and also artificial rarity, fear of missing out, all of it plays into that too. But it's easier for monetization, and so these effects were never placed onto other hats. Like, could you fucking imagine if you had some of the OG hats with all of these effects that started getting restricted to a single case? God, that would have been so much better. Like, a fucking, like, Team Captain with Nebula on it would be sick, but we just never got that. It's such a crying shame, man. Such a crying shame. No way invasion effects in D tier? Like, these are kind of unforgivable. Especially these. I dare you to make an argument to bump the codex effects to anything above D tier. Just good luck with that. It's just pixel skeletons. Halloween 2015. It's just pixel skeletons. Cool. Yeah. Not a fan, honestly. This is like, you know, oh, it's Sans. This is Reddit, sorry. And then we have It's a mystery to me, and it's a puzzle to me. Things are gonna get depressing from here on out. I'm sorry. C, I guess. D, maybe. I can't put them above these, man. I'm casting them into somewhere around here. These were okay. Aether Trail and Nether Trail, these were fine, I suppose. It's a shame that these effects were locked to such a small pool of terrible hats. I wish you could have gotten these in other hats, but sadly not. I'm gonna put these in, like, low B. These are both pretty good, but it's a shame you can only get them on a handful of mostly crappy hats. Holy shit, thank you. I had to buy and sell multiple times my Nether Trail helmet to pay for dog treatments and other life stuff. I love the effect, but sucks ass that it was locked to that case. I know, it's the worst part. I wish the helmet didn't have the skull front. Love the effect, yeah. And then someone asked me earlier, what's my favorite unusual that I have right now? I have to remind myself of what I own. What do I have? Like, all the unusuals I have now were gifted to me primarily, except for my Isotope Fire Glazed Scotsman Skull Cutter that I bought years ago. I think the one that I hold in highest regard is, like, the first item donation I ever got for being a YouTuber, because someone just gave this to me because they liked my videos, is, it was a, what's it called? Well, we're about to get to that effect, actually. It's a Starstorm Insomnia or Starstorm Slumber. I always get these mixed up. It was a Starstorm Insomnia hat with no name, and it's strange. I've had that for years, and it's never going to leave my inventory. So 40 cents? Whatever. It's still very kind of them to donate, so thank you. Fucking... like, why insult the amount of money someone went out of their way to give me? I don't understand why that's so acceptable. It's just shitty. The guy went out of his way to give me money. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are shitting on him for it being only, like, 40 cents. Who cares? Thank you. Thank you for the donation, regardless of how big or small. It's very kind of you. And fuck the people that are making fun of you for it. It's shitty. Don't do that. Anyway. What were these called again? I just... that's gonna be the rest of the stream, is what were these called again? Ancient Eldritch and, Eldritch Flame. So, I like Eldritch Flame. I actually don't mind both of these effects. I just wish they didn't have the hands. If they didn't have the hands, they would be so much better. But they do, so just not that great. I like Ancient... is it Eldritch? Yeah, Eldritch is... the yellow one. I like the yellow one more. I'm gonna put it in, like, C tier. They're both C tier. Fuck it. They're both in this area. They're okay. These are okay. But the best ones were definitely Nether Trail and Aether Trail, for sure. Okay, then we have Halloween 2016, which is when Valve decided to double the unusual drop rate and only gave us... did Valve make these, or did Workshoppers make these? I don't... no, Workshoppers make these, because I know the guy that made Tesla Coil. So, we have Tesla Coil. This one's pretty good, as far as effects go. I think this one's B tier, honestly. It's pretty solid. So, B tier for Tesla Coil. I like it. Neutron Star, also pretty fucking good. It's a pretty nice... It's small, it's subtle, but it looks really good. I love Neutron Star. The Starstorm effects are not that great. They look like Kirby. It's Kirby's star inside of Team Fortress 2. So, Kirby! Yeah, mediocre, mid, however you want to say it. D, C tier, I suppose, somewhere around here. They're just meh. They're just meh. You think? No, I'm not. No, we're not putting them lower than that. Yeah, Toby is in chat. Toby gentleman has made. He did Tesla Coil. I do like that effect. It's pretty fucking good. It's comfortably in B tier. Okay, let the holiday gauntlet begin. Let the fucking holiday gauntlet begin. Oh, everything is Halloween and Christmas. Fuck. Okay. Halloween 2018, because in 2017 Valve recycled all of the unusual effects. So Halloween 2018. Brain Drain and Open Mind and Head of Steam, Bones and Bubbles and Fluorescent Clouds. Mediocre. They're not very good. D, somewhere around here. They're all pretty fucking shit. I can't insult orbiting planets like that, let alone eerie orbiting fire. These are like, all of these are, all of you are down here. Oh god. Okay, these, as really gaudy as they are, were still pretty cool. The Galactic Gateway and Eldritch Opening and Dark Doorway. Like, of course, yeah, it's Moonslap, you can call it whatever you want, but these still looked pretty good. Pretty clean, pretty nice. I'm gonna say B tier for these. These are pretty cool. I like them enough. I think they deserve some recognition. Put them around here somewhere, like here, probably there. They're pretty good. I like them. They're cool. These, however, not so much. These are just kind of shit. Ring of Fire and Vicious Circle. The only good one of these is White Lightning, because effects like this, like white effects, are extremely rare, and it looks like a halo. This one looks pretty fucking badass, so I'm putting this one in B. This one's really cool, but both of these are just not... They don't look very good. I'm gonna put these in C, kind of here. About right there. Thing is, you can't see Searing Plasma. You can't see Searing Plasma at all. It's like invisible. This one just sucks. This one just sucks. I'm sorry. It's just bad. Just E. Ass. Clairvoyance, or oh, sorry, Omniscient Orb. It's fucking terrible. Here's Clairvoyance. Spoons. Not a fan of this one either. It's just mediocre. And then, are we in 2019 now? Yeah, now we're in 2019. Like the blend of all of these is just gonna get exhausting. Oh god, this it's like think about, okay, so how far do you think we are? Thank you, Richter. Vomit tier list. We're getting to the vomit now. How far do you think we are? Oh my god. We're that far. We have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. Like, think about this for a minute. Everything above this line takes us up to 2018. And then everything after this is 2019 moving forward. Valve added all of these after 2018. Fucking insane how many effects they've added. No, those are just the IDs. It's not that there's 3,000 effects. Those are just the particle IDs. Good God, man. This is... Whew, okay. Take a breath. We're moving in. We have a lot more to go. 80% of the stream starts here. The further the list goes, the more nauseous I feel. I pray for everyone's eyes to survive the Trader Main's backpack. Like... we're not going to be able to see what's going on the screen. Fuck it. I'm going to have to zoom out so I can have some space to work with off on the side here, because things are just going to start overlapping. It's going to be a fucking nightmare. So bear with me. All right? Let's do that. Let's fucking crack some knuckles and let's dig into the shit. Fifth Dimension. That's really small. Fifth Dimension is painfully mediocre, putting you in D tier. Then we have Vicious Vortex and Menacing Miasma and Abyssal Aura. I'll scale these up so you can actually see them. Just not that good either. C tier, I guess. They're not horrible compared to what's gonna come, so C tier, sure. And then we have Wicked Wood and Ghastly Grove. These are okay-ish. Also, just kind of mediocre, middle of the road, D tier, C tier, somewhere here. Fuck it. What are these? I don't even remember these. What the fuck? Are these Halloween effects? Are these in the right spot? I don't know if they are. I guess they are. I think they are. Mystical Medley, Ethereal Essence, and Twisted Radiance? I don't know if these are in the right spot. But here they are. Mediocre at best. D? Sure. I loved Abyssal till I found out no team variant, yeah. And then we have Violet Vortex and Verdant Vortex and Valiant Vortex. Still all Halloween 2019. The animation on these is really jittery. It doesn't look very good, so I'm gonna put these in E. These are, I really don't like the animation on these. I'm putting these down in E. They're just not very good. Christmas 2019. This one here, this is the only acceptable Christmas effect. Sparkling lights is the only acceptable Christmas effect. This is the only reserved Christmas effect that we got. Anything other than this one blows. Sorry. I'm putting like, I wish I could have, like, better hats could have been unboxed with this effect, man. I'm gonna put it in, like, honestly, fuck it, I'm putting it in A. I would like a hat with this effect. I don't even know how expensive that is. I don't even know how many hats that have that effect, but I like that effect. Frozen Icefall is an effect inside of Team Fortress 2. If I saw it in game, I would not be able to know what it is. C, I guess. And then we have the Aurora effects. Fragmented gluons, and fragmented quarks, and fragmented photons. Sure. These are okay, I guess. Like C tier, B tier, these are okay, I suppose. I guess like upper C, somewhere around here are fine. These suck. The defragmenting reality, fragmenting reality, and refragmenting reality. These just blow. Like I'm not even gonna scale these up. These are just really bad effects. They suck. Oh my god, get them out of here. E tier instantly, garbage. Snow Fallen and Snow Blinded. I get what they were going for here. You know, it's like the falling snow with the light shining down above you. These are unique in that sense, but just don't look that great. C tier, somewhere around there. They're okay. They're okay. Oh. Why is it upside down? We know where you go. We know where you go. We just... Sayonara. Get out of here. Now we're breaking into the summer effects. Oh boy. I need a drink. I need a drink, and I gotta piss before... There's still so many. Fuck me. Why? Why did I commit to this? All right, I need a beverage. I need to like reorient myself here. I have to like fucking to get manned up here. second. Okay. Like, this sucks, man. The further we go along here, right? The further we go along, the fewer and fewer we're gonna be able to recognize by name. And the more effects we're gonna get where we're like, what the fuck is this here? Like, what is this doing here? You know? It's just gonna keep getting worse. And we have all the taunt effects, too. I got a protein bar because I'm hungry. I just have sparkling water. Yeah, I won't recognize 80% of the effects past this point. That's a good point. Help me. What are these? What are these called? Verdatica, Aromatica, and Chromatica. And, also Prismatica. I don't even know if that's the same particle effect or not. Are these all the same animation? I genuinely don't know. Neon Color Vomit. The red one is C tier. All of these are D tier. You belong there. Bees. Bees. You like bees? I like bees. D, I guess? Like, compared to the other shit. Compared to other shit, this is pretty fucking tame. So, I'll put these in C tier at least. Somewhere around there. But not any higher. I'm not putting it in B tier. No, 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 no honorary B. Another 7 cents, my lord. May Gregnan help you endure the slot. I shall go return to draw for food. Take care. Thank you. I appreciate that. You are too kind. No, I'm not moving it up. Sorry. Then we have Frisky Fireflies. Smoldering Fireflies. And Wandering Fireflies. All these fucking names and recolor variants. This just got so ridiculous so fucking quickly. All of these suck. Then none of these look good. These are all E tier. These are all really bad effects. Sorry. Yeah, these exist? My thoughts exactly. Don't worry. We have a lot of sub-E's coming very immediately, actually, after Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope, conceptually, is pretty fucking cool. Execution-wise, it's pretty noisy and fairly gaudy. But I'm gonna say C tier for Kaleidoscope. Somewhere, I'm bumping Misty Skull higher because it's too insulting. Yeah, somewhere around there. Somewhere there for Kaleidoscope. I wanna die. Really? I forgot they added these. Green Giggler, Laugh-A-Lantern, and Plum Prankster. These just suck. There's little funny Halloween faces with balloons and confetti. And then look, it's the Balloonicorn. But he's fucking dead. Reddit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, Valvin. Fuck the person that made that. And then these just suck. Like, as far as the floating PNGs go, these are abysmal. Can you fuck off? These are fucking abysmal. I am amazed these were even considered. These go down here. They're just some of the worst effects in the game. I'm sorry. So is this one. The fuck is candy? Again, what the fuck? Stunned that they added shit like this. And then look, more jack-o'-lanterns to go along with it. I'm not even gonna bother saying the names of these. They just should be deleted from the game immediately. Awful. Awful, awful, awful effects. Unbelievable. Okay, then we have Frozen Icefall, Lavender Icefall, Lavender Landfall, and then Special Snowfall, because yellow means it's pee-pee, it's urine. For whatever reason, the, like, they amped up the exposure on these, and so these are, like, really noisy and gritty and look like shit in-game. They just not really well made. I'm putting these in E. They're pretty shit. These two are just a hot fucking mess. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. What is it? Divine Desire and Distant Dream. Are these taunt effects? I don't even know, man. I have genuinely no idea. I think, are these hat effects or taunt effects? Do we know? Can someone fact check this for me? Because I just lost track. Does anyone still boycott TF2? I'm still committed to not buying anything since the last protest. No one was boycotting to begin with. No one was boycotting this game to begin with. It's what they should have done. Are these hat effects? I don't even know. There's just so many. Can I have a tier where it's just I don't know? Because I don't know these. I don't even know what these, I don't even remember what these look like. Like, I got like a whole, I need like a box where it's just, I don't know. I'm making one right now, sorry. I'm making a box that's just, I don't know. We'll do like a, no, it's awful. Like a brown background, fuck it. Okay, this is my I don't know box. Where the things I don't know are here and arrange, send to back. This is my I don't know box. I don't know what these are. I've never seen these before. I have no idea. Same for these. I don't know what these are. What are these called? What the fuck? Pale Nimbus Genus Plasmos Blighted, what? Snowstorm? I don't even, huh? No, sorry. This is Genus Plasmos, and this is, Serenus Lumen, and this one is Ventum Maris. Has anyone seen these before? Has anyone seen these? I don't even know what these look like. Sneetus Fetus? I don't even know what these are. I'm scared. I feel alone. It's like I've been left in a dark room and I have to solve a puzzle, but I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how to solve it. It's like if you locked me in a room and held a gun to my head and asked me what the names of these are, I could not tell you. I have no clue. I'm only gonna these go in the I don't know box. I don't know what these are. I am scared and alone. I've never seen these in game ever. Oh, how far this game fell, how far it has fallen. It is just, again, like, the worst effect in the game is this awful fucking mistletoe PNG. Please kill me. Kill me now. Who wanted this? It's like there's no relief in sight. What are these called? This is summer 2021. Why are these images so much bigger? What are these called? Does anybody know? Does anyone know what these are called? I have the list. Resonation, aggradation, and lucidation. Apparently, that's what these are called. I have never seen these. Love your vids, heard you on your rebalance vid and have a proposition for the sharpened volcano fragment. Make it mini-crit anyone with an item that gives resistances. I guess you could say you can have it pierce resistances. But then the only thing that it would pierce is the battalion's backup, so... something to that effect. I don't know, man. It's not the worst idea. I don't know. I really don't. Knockout Stars. It looks like it was made by a grade schooler. It might as well have been made by a grade schooler. Stunning is what that one is called. And then we have more neon particle vomit wispy trails. Awesome. Anyone want to take a guess as to what these are called? Ardentum Saturnalis, Fragrantium Elementalis, Reverium Irregularis. It's fucking Harry Potter effects in the goddamn game. I remember what these look like, so I can actually rate these. They're massive and don't look that good. I'm gonna put these in D tier. All of them go in D tier. I think. Perennial Petals. Here's your femboy effect. Because no women play this game. This is your quintessential femboy effect right here. Yeah. It's not great, not terrible. C tier, I guess. I'm not offended by it. What is this from? This is from a game. This is from a game, and I can't put, it's like something out of Mario Kart. Like, I feel like I'm gonna drive through this on Rainbow Road. That's what this feels like to me. I'm gonna drive through this when I'm on Rainbow Road. What are these called? I couldn't tell you. Flavorsome Sunset and Raspberry Bloom, apparently. I vaguely remember what these look like. E. They're not that great. E tier, I guess. And then RGB Gamer Tornado. Iridescence is what this one is called. We have this problem. We had the problem very quickly of getting too many unusual effects into the game. And because we have so many, none of them are special. None of them are worth remembering. They're all disposable. It's all disposable content. You get excited about it for 1 month, and then it disappears into the void of irrelevancy. To where no one remembers what these are unless you own one. And then when you see them in-game, no one's gonna know what you have, therefore it's not special. So what's the fucking point in unboxing any of these things, right? Because isn't the point to unbox, like the whole point behind unusuals is they're rare and expensive, and when people see them they go, oh wow, I want that too. But when you have so many unusual effects on so many different hats, nothing is special anymore. It's like that fucking, it's like the syndrome mentality. One will be. We should have kept it to the limited number of good effects and kept those super, than oversaturating the game with hyper-saturated neon vomit. I don't think I've ever seen this in game. Much like many of these, I don't think I've ever seen this in game. What do I rate it? I don't know. There, fuck it, I guess. Okay, Halloween 2021. I remember these. The horn effects, where effects started becoming basically a second hat. Once they figured out how to do this with particle effects, now unusual effects basically started becoming a second hat to wear, or a fourth hat to wear, depending on what your loadouts are. Conceptually, they're really cool, but for a game like TF2, they're just really gaudy and don't look very good. They look weird. Like, again, the 3D-ification of effects just made things too crazy. Tricky hair in D, and then E for the other two, I guess. Fuck it, they just go there. Are these the same picture? I think they are. It's okay. There should be a third. There should be a third one of these, but we have a repeat by accident. Not like we're missing out on anything. This is just a fart cloud. It is. This is just a fart cloud. And these are more ghosts. These, as far as Halloween effects go, these are actually pretty okay. I don't remember being immediately offended by these, so I'm gonna put these in C tier. What were these called? Shrieking Shades, Restless Wraiths, and Infernal Wraith. These were okay. I'll put these in C tier. They were pretty cool. They're fine. These, however, I'm not a huge fan of. It's a big, massive cloud circling the head. Restless Wraiths, Infernal Wraiths, and then Phantom Crown. I like the more white or tan, lighter color effects would be good, but not with particle animations like these. These are just very forgettable and not very cool. I'm gonna dump these. I'm gonna start using like E tier as like a dumping ground for this shit. We got so many in this update too. Jesus Christ. Okay, so what were these called? Viridescent Peeper, Eyes of Molten, and Ominous Stare? Have I ever seen these in game? How many more times am I going to say that before the stream is over? Someone get a counter going. Have I ever seen these in game? I got nothing. I just don't know. I'm gonna put them in the E tier dumping ground. I just don't know. Pumpkin Moon was cool to see. When this one came out, it was a marked breath of fresh air in the sea of just really repetitive neon ghosts and energy trail effects. So when this one got put in the game, I was ecstatic. I think it looks cool. I like the idea of an orange moon, but I also don't like the faces. If it didn't have the faces, it would immediately be launched into A tier, but I'm gonna keep it in B tier. I can't put it in the same tier as the OG moons, but I will acknowledge it as a pretty fucking good effect. So. And then what are these called? Frantic Spooker. And then Friar Scary's a poltergeist. And this one's energetic haunter. Fuck me. Oh shit, give me a fucking lobotomy. I don't even know what these are called. Have I ever seen these? Shit. I don't know you. I don't know you. Into the pile, I guess. Yeah, when did these get at? This one's just called Christmas tree. This is just the Christmas tree. Fuck it, why not? Sure. Garbage. Holy fuck, kill me. And then we have hospitable festivity. What the fuck are these names? And then condescending embrace? Sure. Yeah. Loving it. So, the fuck are these, man? I think my Mary Cone that I got just as a masochistic purchase, it has one of these effects, but I don't remember which one. They're all so terrible. Fuck it, I'm putting them down here. And what were these called? Sparkling spruce, glittering juniper, and prismatic pine? These are meant to be trees? I don't know what these are. I have never seen them. I don't think I've ever seen these once. I'm putting them in the pile. I got nothing. These are just fucking Christmas lights. These are just a string of Christmas lights around the head like a coil. Oh my God, I need to see a therapist. I need God release me from my mortal coil or wrap this fucking coil of Christmas lights around my goddamn neck and help me escape from my mortal coil. Oh, fuck. It's just so depressing. It really is. It's just so depressing. What do I say? Seriously, what do I say? We're an hour and a half in. I don't know what to rate these anymore. I really don't. There are so many and they're all forgettable and so many of them are shit. I feel bad because I want to rate them as something, but I don't even know what they look like in game. Like with hats, you can instantly understand what they look like, at least from the promo image, but on these, I have nothing. Like you don't need encyclopedic knowledge on the hats to look at them and go like at a glance and go, oh yeah, that looks okay, or it doesn't. But then with these, like you have no fucking idea. I don't know what to do. I feel bad because I want to do a tier list for you guys, and here I am, like in the middle of this shit. What do I do? I don't know what to say. They're all bad. I don't know what they look like. Child's drawings too. They're going in the pile. Fuck it. What's this one called? Polar forecast. Snowflakes. Sure, that's like a piece of white bread. Fuck it, we'll put that in D tier. Why not? And then we have, I remember these antlers. These were a little bit of a disappointment because I was expecting for them to be bigger. I really don't want to go into loadout.tf and load every single unusual effect. There are so many. We would be here for days. We would be here for days if I was loading in every unusual effect just to see what it looks like. I can't do that. I will drive myself fucking insane if I do that. We still have all of the taunt effects. We still have all of the fucking taunt effects. We're not even done with the hats. And there's like 120 of them. I need alcohol, but it's not 5 o'clock. Oh, I need something stronger than fizzy water to get me through this. Disappointing. I wish they were bigger. D for disappointing. I wish they were bigger when they came out. And this is just more fucking Christmas lights. Sure. Fuck it. I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. This sucks. I want to go home right now. I want my mom. This is torture. It's fucking just Spy Crab PNGs for summer 2020. There were so many effects in this one fucking update. How many are there? There's like there are 30 effects from this update. How many? Hold on, I have to. How many? There were shitloads added in TF2 summer 2022. There was like 40 effects in this update. No, not 11 unusual effects. There were no. That is not. No, that is not 11. That is 6, 12, 18. That's a team color. So skip a row. 6, 12, 18, 24, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30, 31, 31, and that's just the 31 fucking hat effects in one goddamn update. 30 fucking one effects in one goddamn hat update. This sucks so much. Fuck you. I'm gonna take my rage out on these spy crabs and put them in the fucking Reddit tier. It's a spy crabs. It's a small world after all. Fucking shoot me. This is just ice cream. It's just ice cream! It's just ice cream. It's just fucking ice cream. With sprinkles. Can you see? Can you understand now why I got so pissed like years ago and started calling out this crap? Like, in hindsight, right? In hindsight, most people playing the game look back on this now and go, wow, yeah, that really was fucking garbage. Those really did suck. I was like the only motherfucker with a voice that was saying anything about this shit. Oh, you just hate the game and want workshop creators to fucking die. No, this sucks cock and does not need to be in the game. It is horrible. Who uses these? Seriously. Who uses these? I'm getting yanked back down into how I felt 5 years ago with this shit. You see why I got mad. I'm dumping them into the pile. I got nothing. They're just here, into the junk void, sure. Yeah, Cyberlock, I have never seen these in game. Not once. What are these called? This looks like fucking Windows XP background. What are these even named? I don't know. There's so many. Tropical Thrill, Flourishing Passion, and Dazzle. What the? I don't even know what these are. Windows Vista. Sorry. Again, into the pile of neon shit. I just don't know what these are. I have never seen them. Genuinely, I don't know. Where's my scaling? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Firework effects. Weren't there more? I thought there were 7. Not 5, we're missing 2 of them. There were 7 of these. Not 5, I remember. I'm fact-checking myself live right now. I thought there were 7 of these. There were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were fucking 7 of these. There were 7 of these. We're missing 2 of them. I'm not finding the fucking pictures for them. There were 7 of these! When was the last time any of you have seen any of these goddamn effects in the game? Ever. Ever. Never! I don't think I've ever said. I only saw the firework effect once. And it's because a buddy of mine had a hat. No, it wasn't even the firework effect. Sorry, it was these. It was the fucking paper lantern effects from the same update. God knows what these are fucking called. You could tell. I couldn't tell you what these are named. Let's find out. Flying lights, limelight, and shining star. Fuck it, sure. Into this mess. Into this mess. Down you go. Instantly forgettable. It's disposable content. That's all this is. It's disposable content. You're not meant to enjoy it outside of the update. You're not meant to enjoy it after the update. Scream Fortress comes around, well, we're about to get to a brand new pile of those. Where there's still so many more in this one effect, in this one update. I don't even know we had this is in the game? Cold Cosmos is what this one is called? Vaporwave, I guess. I don't... Sure, where do I put you? Here? I don't know. RGB Gamer Tornado. RGB Gamer Tornado. This is what's this one called? Refracting Fractals? Sure. You could have called it Bumhole Butt Boy. It's like, it would have been the same fucking effect, the same name. What is this? Into the pile. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these. At least we got a white one. A white effect is cool. D, because it's cool and white. And then these, I don't fucking know what these are. I don't know what these are named. Star Trance, Star Lush, Starfire, and Stardust. Are there 5 of these? Sorry, did I forget one? Are there 5? We're missing some. Were there 5 of these? I just don't know. Yeah, listen, Cypherlock, it's always been pretty particles. Like from after 2016, it was nothing but pretty particles. The brightest, flashiest neon bomb is all they needed to make. That was all the key needed to be in order for it to be jingled. That's all you had it needed to be, right? All you had to be is like fucking guess what? Come get your neon orbs and come get your neon particle trails. It's all for you right now. Come and get it while it's hot. 3 times a year. What are these, dude? I don't even know what these are called. Weren't there? There were more of these too. I know there were more of these. No, there were just 3 of these. There were just 3. Yeah. Thank God I misremembered that one. I don't know what these are. I just don't know. Into the pile, I guess. That. And these? What? No, I don't even know what these are, man. What happened? We're halfway done. We're halfway done. Oh, Jesus Christ, help me. I don't care, honestly. Into the pile we go. Everyone's, yeah, here we go. Halloween 2022 with a haunted Kraken and eerie Kraken. These ridiculously massive unusual effects. Fucking massive unusual effects. I cannot believe that Valve added these, man. And they look so terrible. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm remembering correctly, the particle count on both of these is insane. Yeah, Cypher, and these lower frames for people with low-end PCs. Because there are so many individual particles being generated by these effects in order to create the tentacle trails that it lags people's games. Awful effects, too. They just look like garbage into the pile. These were cute, at least. The axes going through the heads. Soulful Slice and Horseman's Hack. These were okay. They were cool. They were a bit more novel and not just like horns. So for like That, I'll put them in D tier. These were okay, I think. Look, this was fine. Haunted Forever, Forever and Ever, and Cursed Forever. Sure, purple energy and green energy and like a whitish energy, but with a creepy face in the middle of it. This was okay, I guess. Also D tier, why not? This exists, it's moths. Moth Plague. Moth Plague. When did this get put in the game? I don't think this is another one I've never seen. I feel nothing. I really do. I see these and I feel nothing. I'm just putting it in E tier, and this is just Monoculous Eyes. It's just Monoculous Eyes in a portal. E. Sure. These were clever, because these were made to look like candles, so these had some charm, these had some soul, and it wasn't just a pile of garbage. I like the one that looks like the candle the most, so I'm putting this one in B tier, because I actually like this one. It was clever, it was cool. It looked like smoke, but had creepy faces in the smoke. Some thought went into these. These are actually unique and are kind of set themselves apart. Those were nice. That's a breath of fresh air, I guess. This was nice. For a modern day unusual. And then Christmas 2022. These were Christmas effects? If I'm remembering correctly based on the information the gentleman told me who sent me these images, each of these is based on a song in the TF2 soundtrack, so that's a cool piece of lore. Some thought, well, like, it's interesting how, come 2022, thought started going back into some things, which I can appreciate. So, that's charming. They're not great effects, but that's a neat little piece of trivia, so I'll dump them in D tier for that. Sure. Neon Constellations. Sure. Just Nebula wannabes. E tier. What was this one called? What was this one called? Tainted Frost? Why is it red? I don't know, I didn't understand why it was red. It's just mediocre. D tier, I guess. Not awful. It was more reserved. And then Neon TF2 logo. What was it called? Starlight Haze. Meh. Just another, like, Nebula-esque wannabe. Just, I don't know, E, I guess. Not a huge fan of that one. Hard carry for 2023. At least it's more reserved in that it's, you know, the Intel case, but it's still pretty bad. E tier. And then Jellyfish. Hell yeah. And it's what everyone looks forward to in summertime. Yeah, just right into Reddit. There you go. Just right down there. And then more Nebula ripoffs. We have 3 of these now. Nebula ripoffs. Fantastic. What were these called again? Global Clusters, Celestial Starburst, and Silicon... I've never... Deciduous? I have to Google that word. I don't even know what that word means. I've learned something new today. The word deciduous is an adjective now considered obsolete, meaning ready to fall. Interesting. Learned something new. More Nebula wannabe type effects. They were okay-ish at the time. I need like a whole box. I need a box for Nebula wannabes. I'm gonna make that right now. Here. This is the Nebula corner. Nebula. Oop. Nebula, Nebula, Nebula. Did I miss any around here? Nebula. Somewhere in here, there's other ones, but this is the void. We've all gone to the void here. Nebula, that one too. Why not? That's kind of it, I guess. Sure. Yeah. What was this one called? Sakura Smoke Bomb. Not great, not terrible. That one's C tier. Sure. The golden coins. Golden coin effect. The one that looks like it's a particle animation from a completely different game. Don't even know what it's called. I think it looks like shit. That's going in E tier. Then we have just inferior bubbling, where it's just taken to the nth degree and just doesn't look very good. I'm putting this one in E tier as well. Fireflies. Like, thank God. Like, this being the shining gem out of all of these awful effects. When I saw Fireflies got added, I was so relieved. I was so relieved. Like, thank God for a more reserved, unusual effect. And it just looks good. Oh, I have a Fireflies hat for my pyro. It's just, it really is a good effect. Like, compare this effect to everything else down here. Jesus Christ, man. And then Mountain Halo was another really big breath of fresh air. Simple, clean, just a really solid effect. It kind of goes somewhere in B tier. Like, these were massive, massive breaths of fresh air, dude. Holy shit. I don't even know what these are, man. What is this? Is this more summer? No, Celestial Summit and Stellar Ascent. More Nebula type wannabes. Toss you in there. Sure. Neon Clouds. Sapped was pretty cool. The effect doesn't look that great for TF2's style, but it's pretty unique, so I can appreciate what was trying to be performed here. I'll toss that one in C tier. These suck. These absolutely suck, because you can only see them when you're looking at someone from the side. They're a flat PNG, and so if you're looking at someone head on, they're just flat. It's just, ugh. Some of the worst effects that were ever put in this fucking game. They are dreadful. You're going down here. Just awful. Get rid of these. What were these called? Sixth Sense? Sixth Sense and Amygdala. These are pretty shit. Really simple, really mediocre. These are awful. I don't even need to say anything. I don't even need to say anything. Just go away. Spiders, you want spiders? You want a spider web with spiders? Bye. And then even more Nebula wannabes. I like the orange one because it looks like fried chicken. Beyond that, more Nebulas. Where you're going into the Nebula pile. Oh, right, and then we had these two. We had... Oh, no, sorry, now we're in winter 2023. We have Bow and Arrow number 1 and Bow and Arrow number 2, where they just wanted to be hats of sorts. Mediocre, D or E tier, I guess. I really want to like these, I really do. Because having the TF logos over the mercenaries' heads, or the Manco logo over the mercenaries' heads in some kind of neon light thing, that's a really cool concept. But the execution is so super gaudy, I can't. I wish it wasn't so flashy. I wish it was more reserved. I'll put these in C tier because I like the logos. The pre-made logos that were made by somebody else long before these guys came around and made these unusual effects. That's doing most of the heavy lifting. Because the design of those logos is so fucking good, you could take a hot shit on it and it would still look amazing, right? That's what's happened here. I don't even know what these are. Frosty Flavors, Mint Frost, Mouthwash effects, I guess. What are these? I remember these. These were okay. These were North Star and Prettiest. It's my prettiest star. These are okay. These were serviceable. I'll put these in like D tier. About right there is fine. What is this one? Festive Falling Star? Who? Who? And then these two, I guess. Lunar Lights, Fairy Lights. What the fuck are these? I don't even, these were added? Another set of I have never seen nor heard of these. I don't even know, dude. This is into the what the fuck pile. Things are overlapping here. Is this Halloween now? Is this or are these summer? What are these? I'm losing track, guys. I can't keep up anymore. Are these in the right order? I don't even know anymore. Did I miss some? Are these right? Okay, fuck it. Fuck this. I'm done. I'm just gonna scroll through the ones I think are good and then pull them out. Okay, so I like this one. The Dubs was cool. Yeah, the Dubs. That's like the only other like decent effect that was added. All of these, I don't even know what these are. Like these from here to here, completely indistinguishable mess. You're going in the pile. And then from here to here, don't remember any of these. You're also just going in the pile. So forget, like, any of these, right? Like, do you know the names of any of these? Seriously. Do you know what any of these are called? Have you ever seen any of these in game? This one, or this one, or this one, or this one. What are these? These are in the game, apparently? I don't know what to do with these. I only like the Dubs. The Dubs look good, but the rest are just... I don't... What was this one? This is like a smoky kind of candle one. This one was also not terrible, if memory serves, C tier. But the rest of these, I just don't know. I got nothing. Okay, those are the hats. Here's your unusual effect tier list for hat effects. All right, so we've done all the hat effects now. Let's do the weapon effects, shall we? Thankfully, there's only 4 of these. So there you go. Here are your hats. We're turning those off now. And now we're gonna go into unusual weapon effects. Okay, the best one, in my opinion, is easily Hot. Hot is the GOAT, and then Isotope is mediocre, put you at C tier. Cool is D. And then Energy Orb, I wish they didn't discontinue it, but pretty badass is A tier. There you go. There's your tier list for the weapon effects. Hot looks good because it looks like a hot gun, hot metal. It just works for an unusual effect in TF2. Energy Orb is always buggy. It's still buggy. And the reason why they removed it, apparently what was told to me, is that it was causing seizures. Like whenever the effect would bug out, it would give people seizures. And instead of just fixing the effect, Valve discontinued it. In typical Valve fashion, instead of just fixing the problem, they discontinued the effect. Yeah, I agree. Cool only looks good on specific skins. Hot, I mean, honestly, all of them do. All of these only look good on specific skin. No, yeah, Cypher, that's true. It's not confirmed that it caused seizures, but it's definitely the leading theory. That's been accepted as the leading theory as to why Energy Orb was discontinued, and for rightful reason, because if you've ever owned an Energy Orb weapon and it bugs out on you, your screen is just like assaulting your eyes. It's really bad. So, yeah. Energy Orb was added in July of 2015 and discontinued February 2nd. Or was it the 12th? Like, the last Energy Orb weapon was unboxed in February of 2016, and it was discontinued after that point. And they never fixed the effect. It's still buggy as shit. In fact, all of the weapon effects are buggy as shit. Sometimes they break off the weapon and fill up your entire screen. No, it wasn't a copyright issue. It was, again, the leading theory is that it caused seizures for someone or multiple people. We don't know. Again, not confirmed, but it's the leading theory. But no, yeah, going back, all of the effects look good on specific skins. It's very much skin dependent. Hot, I believe, is the most versatile. It looks the best on most skins. Same for Energy Orb. Isotope, it's not so great. And Cool is the most skin specific of the effects. So, yeah. Do I have to do the taunts? Do I have to? I really don't want to. There are so many. Showstopper, Holy Grail, 72, Fountain of Delight, Screaming Tiger, what was this one called? Skill-Gotten Gains, Midnight Whirlwind, Silver Cyclone, and Mega Strike. These were the original taunt effects. Taunt effects should have never been added to Team Fortress 2. Like, people say unusual effects should have never been added to hats, and that's true. But if there's one thing that Valve should undo immediately, cosmetics-wise, it should be taunt effects. These just should not exist in TF2. And I agree, they add absolutely nothing to taunts. They take away from taunts. It's here, have a giant animation particle effect fill your screen. It's just, oh, fuck me. The original waves were, thank God, by and large, subtle. The best one, in my opinion, being Mega Strike. It's the only amazing taunt effect in the game. Holy Grail is also pretty fucking good. Showstopper is acceptable. We'll put that in A tier as well. Skill-Gotten Gains really only works with the one taunt per spy, so I'll put that in C tier. Screaming Tiger is flashy, but reserved compared to what we're going to get to, so I'll put that in B tier. 72, fuck it, why not? Silver Cyclone and Whirlwind, whatever the fuck it's called. Mediocre, D. Fountain of Delight, you gotta have a femboy one in there, put that in B tier. Maybe C tier. B tier. Yeah, there you go. The OG taunt effects. It should have stopped there. Even then, this was too far. But these I'm gonna rate these on a different list than the rest that we're going to get, okay? Oh, God help me. Okay, so new layer. We're turning these off. Haunted Phantasm and Ghastly Ghosts. So instantly, Valve starts recycling existing unusual effects. These are still kind of reserved compared to others. So, like, C or B tier. Hellish Inferno. Listen, I'm not gonna even say the names of these because it's just not worth it. This one was, you know, it's very Aussie, so for that reason, I'm putting it in C tier. What are you called? What are you called? And what are you called? I just don't know. And then what are you called? And then what are you called? And then what are you called? I don't know what these are. These are like cauldron bubbles, and these are various portals, like instantly leaning into the hyper neon shit. It's just so much. I'm gonna cluster all of these together, and I'm just gonna shove them here. What is this one? I think this is meant to be Roaring Rockets, except it looks like the sun. What happened? Into the pile. The moon effects, of course you have to have Cloudy Moon and Harvest Moon turned into taunt effects. They're serviceable, but again, it's only dangling the keys of like, hey, it's the OG hat effects, but now bigger. Same for these two. This was basically, yeah, this was, oh, they're tiny. Yeah, this was like Arcana and Spellbound, but bigger, and then a gold version of them too. Why not? These don't upscale very well and look pretty noisy and shit, so I'm gonna put them in D tier. This is lightning, I think. This was like a lightning aura, and then we have like Hercules clouds. They look like they're from the movie Hercules, made by Disney. Because of the cartoon style on them. Serviceable. These just suck. I'm gonna put you down here. I'm sorry, I'm just blasting through these because these are... Holy fuck. What are you? I don't know what you are. This is just a flat PNG of a portal. Ugh. Presents! Murder me. Who are you? And who are you? And who are you? And who are you? And who are you? Are these all from the same update? I think they are. I think these are all Christmas. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna go through the taunt effects that I think are okay. Okay, so Balloonicorn, slop, Balloonicorn, slop, and chains, and none of these are good, dude. None of them are good. Come on, you can do it. Done. Done. I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm done. It is not possible. It is not possible to just go through all of these. Oh, right, sorry, summer 2025 hat effects. Yeah, let's just quickly add those to the hats. Yes, so, Ubercharged. Why'd you do that? Wrong layer. Ubercharged is just one of the best effects we've received in a very long time. Overcharged is inferior, but still very good. Drunkard is cute, serviceable, and simple. I will put you in B tier. Decimating Wind is fucking Sharknado, everyone's favorite movie and meme from 2013. Into Reddit tier you go. Piercing Headache is... Sure. D tier. And then this garbage here, these blade, sword blade, cloud, crown, shit, awful. We'll get rid of it. And then all of the taunt effects can just immediately be thrown away. We got sharks and naval mines and seaweed into the just fucking delete it. I'm done. That's it. That's all I got. There. Bye. Fuck. Help this game. I'm done. This is... What a tragedy. It is. It's so fucking unsalvageable. It is. It is so unsalvageable. Like there's no coming back from it too. There are so many unusual effects in the game. There's no saving it. There's no saving it at all. There's not. Okay, see, Toto's next. What the fuck are they gonna do for the? And are we gonna get an MVM unusual? Someone's gonna make them. Someone's gonna make MVM themed unusual effects, and we're guaranteed getting those for Scream Fortress. Watch. I bet $100 fucking we are going to get an MVM unusual effect. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Like, not like the robotic boogaloo ones, but like robot parts flying around the heads or something. I guarantee you we're gonna get that. 100 fucking percent. Yeah, like at a certain point, it just becomes impossible to discern what's what, and I like a third of unusual effects ended up in this fucking corner. Jesus Christ. Is this even worth uploading into a separate video? I really don't think it is. I think this is just gonna go into, like, the VOD pile. This is just such an awful stream. I am so sorry. I tried. I really did. I can't. I can't. I really tried, man. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't do it. Just unlist it, pretend it never happened. Just pretend it never happened. And go about our lives. Holy fuck. Oh. Upload at 2 times speed. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw this up as a separate video. I'm just gonna leave this one be. Like, if you're a trader main out there and you have encyclopedic knowledge of how all of these things look in-game, then this is a job for you. What have I not done? Sir Pello said do taunts. I could... Is there one that's already made? Hold on. You have 2 taunts to your list. They're already made. This has most of them, I think. Wait, this was last updated in 2019. When was this updated? There are so many! This was modified in 2020. Oh my god, that means there's even more than just this. I don't even know what all these are. I'll set that up for another day. I mean, the thing is, you guys already know my opinion about taunts. Most of them aren't taunts. Most of them are emotes or little activities you do. None of them are inherently taunting in nature, like Medic driving a miniature ambulance. Yeah, I feel so insulted after that act was committed in front of me. Or Scout riding a pogo stick. Yeah, that was a real slap to the face. Ooh, I feel so insulted. Like, it's so unforgivable to call these taunts. They're fucking emotes, man. Just... Yeah, heavy hugging you is such a taunt. I thought you were a bit negative about taunts until I saw how stupid some of them are and how relevant even modern taunts are on the give the merc an item formula. Thank you. Like, again, like I said earlier, looking back on the game now and looking back at all of this shit that they've added, people can look at this and go, oh yeah, it was actually pretty bad, wasn't it? But if you were saying the things I was saying 2 or 3 years ago, you guys, some of y'all were there back then. You remember how much shit I was getting for calling this out, right? You remember how much shit I got? for saying this skin sucks or this unusual effect is bad or maybe Valve shouldn't add these things and like fucking call it for what it is, garbage. I got so much shit. Like, thank God people are more willing to call this crap out because this is awful, man. It's awful. TF2 YouTuber tier list? No, I'm not doing that. I simply refuse. Is there even one that's like updated? TF2 YouTuber tier list. Updated for 2025. I don't know half of these people. Who are these people? I can only rate videos I've seen. UFR guest tier list. Like I'm looking at the TF2 YouTuber tier list. I don't know half of these fucking images. I have nothing. Time to binge videos, XQC content. I don't even. I only watch videos where I only watch videos I'm genuinely interested in, or if it's something I think needs to get shut down, then I'll do it. But like, otherwise, I'm not gonna like. It's not that fun for me. Like, if I'm not interested in what the video is covering, then it's so fucking boring. I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna stop the stream. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm sorry this was just not a good stream at all. I mean, what? How I don't even know how I could have made this entertaining. I sincerely apologize. But regardless, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate that. I'll find something fun to do on Saturday. I don't know what it is. I'll figure something out. Be it TF2 related or otherwise. We'll figure it out. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate all the donations. You guys are extremely generous. Thank you so much. I am working on the quick play video. Don't worry. It's underway. It just needs more time. A commentary will be up tomorrow, maybe even tonight, because I'm just going to set it to render right now after I get off stream, so it might be uploaded tonight. You'll know. If you want to know when it goes live, join the Discord linked in the description below. If you're subscribed here, I suspect you're already in there, but yeah. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'm gonna go cry in a corner now. I'll see y'all later.